Hi, my name is Kathi Bankes, and I am here to tell you my story. I am 61 years old now, and 27 years ago, when I was 34, I had three children, a 14-year-old son, a 10-year-old daughter, and a 2-year-old daughter. I was going through some, stress in my life, as we all do, but I started to think I was overstressed because I had a headache that lasted probably over a day, maybe a day and a half, and it was the worst headache I could ever imagine. I kept thinking, if this is a migraine, I don't know how people live through them. At that time, I was a baton teacher. My students used to compete everywhere, and we were the best. So there was a lot of stress on me to make them the best. I was teaching a private lesson, and going to the lesson, I didn't feel well. My head was pounding. I was actually having some maybe palpitations, but I really didn't know what they were. And I thought I was having anxiety because I had a lot going on. And I got to the lesson, and I was teaching this little girl, and she was one of my star students, and probably 4 times in a row, I said to her, I want you to throw the baton up, turn on your left foot, and when you turn all the way around, catch it with your right hand. And she did this repeatedly, and every time I said to her, no, I want you to turn on your left foot. And in my mind, I was thinking, what is going on with her? Like, it's not that difficult. And her mom, who was in the back of the room, said, she is turning on her left foot. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking maybe I wanted her to go the other way. And I didn't get concerned. I just thought, again, I have a lot on my mind right now. I have 3 kids. I'm trying to do, everyday things and do everything else that was necessary. I went home. And I still didn't feel great, and we had pizza for dinner because, obviously I didn't feel like cooking. And I remember this vividly. I picked up the piece of pizza, and when I went to eat it, I couldn't find my mouth. I went to the left, I went to the right, I had it on my shirt, and I was like, what is going on? And I then proceeded to drive my 2 children, one to a sleepover and one to a dance. I dropped them off, and I have no recollection from that point. I only remember what I was told pretty much, that I did go back and pick my son up at the dance, and when I was trying to get him home, he was saying, Mom, where are you going? He said I didn't remember where I was going, and scary enough, I was driving like that. I got home, and I laid on the couch because I thought if I could just get rid of this headache. I remember putting like a cold pack, and I remember that on my head. And then again, I don't remember anything. I woke up because I heard my baby crying, and I was confused. I was thinking in my head, why am I on the couch? But everything was kind of jumbled, and I went to get off the couch, and when I did, I went down. I didn't have any strength in my leg, and I was trying to call for my son or one of the other kids to help me, and the words were there, but I couldn't get them out to come out the way they should have. So I literally crawled up the steps with my right leg and my right arm to my son's bedroom, and told him, tried to tell him I need help, but it wasn't coming out. He knew I needed help. He knew. He called an ambulance, and off I went, not knowing if I was coming back to see my kids again. We got to the hospital, and I so vividly remember everybody saying, like, oh my God, it can't be a stroke. I mean, she's so young. I was in great physical condition. I should have said that right from the beginning. I taught dance and twirling. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I exercised, I was thin, I lived a healthy lifestyle, and so with that said, I didn't look like somebody who was probably having a stroke. So I kept thinking, I know it's something worse than a migraine, and I don't think they know, and I may never come back. And I remember saying, please call my mother, call somebody, I need somebody to be with my kids, and actually I wanted somebody to be with me, and then I thought, well, what are you going to do? You have to get through this. No matter what's wrong with you, no one's going to feed you every day. You have 3 kids that you need to take care of, and you need to get up and get moving and find out what's wrong and make it right. And that was my turning point. I went home with a walker, and within weeks I was to a cane. And my youngest daughter used to hide my cane, so then I had to walk because I had no choice. And I recovered, and I am thankful for everything. And I am telling everybody here tonight, if nothing else, listen to your body. It doesn't lie to you. It tells you. And we as women especially think, oh, I can't go to the doctor. I have a headache. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Or, oh, I'm having a little palpitation. It's not little. It's your body telling you. The American Heart Association is giving us all of this information. The research that is being done with the money that is being raised is just amazing. And I'm hoping that no other 14-year-old child has to wake up with their mother crawling up the steps begging for help. I'm hoping that this can be resolved. We will never have to have this happen to anybody in this room. Thank you.